Honestly, how would you rate yourself? How would you rate what you have done? Because your war on drugs has divided the world.
Correct.
Your Duterte-nomics, as they call them, have divided economists. Will you be remembered as someone who solved problems or as someone who created problems?
Well, no need to remember me in the future. But let me say it here and now, that drugs can destroy, uncontrolled drugs in a country will destroy itself. And I've told everybody that if you destroy my country, like the Philippines, with drugs, I will kill you. There's no quarrel about that. I will kill you. And about the economics is I'm veering towards so many. I'd like to open new fronts with Russia, with China. We have increase in trade and commerce. It's robust. And maybe if I could start trading with Russia, it would be good. It would be not fine. I mean, America is not the Philippines, and the Philippines is not America. It ain't that way anymore. And I refuse to dovetail their American foreign policy. They were always antagonizing the Chinese, and so did the Philippines. I just received an invitation to go to the United States together with the Asian leaders. I haven't been to the States. I was invited by Obama. Well, not
Will you go?
No. No.
Didn't you say you wanted to make friends?
Yeah, but one time when I was being criticized by Obama in a press conference, now he should have realized that I was also a head of sovereign state. But he should have criticized me in the proper venue. Should have brought the case to the United Nations rather than castigate a president of another country on a press con. So I got mad. But I would never do it to Trump because he's a very nice person. Actually, Trump is a nice person. It's just his style of doing things. But Trump does not. I do not believe that he really wants to go to war. Maybe he wants to teach some leaders also.
How can the Philippines stay on the path that you set without your passion and without your unique style?
Frankly, I cannot answer the question, and I cannot even know who's going to succeed me. It would greatly depend on the people now, either in the opposition or with me in my administration, to really think hard about it. But if we are improving economically, if we have reduced crime to 47%, we have lowered the drug-related crimes here, it would mean a lot. I would gladly say that no country can progress without law and order. No country, no city. That is in my experience.
Lastly, if I may, why do you think people have allowed you to do and say what you have done and said? Why is it that sometimes you've done things that they don't want and yet still they support you?
Well, because people are used to, human beings are animals of habit. When it's being done and done and done, repeatedly done, it's kind of it comes to them naturally and almost a second nature. But when they see things when they see good things arising from a little discipline, if they say improvement of the things which are allowed but are prohibited, people should realize that it is in my generation, it is during my time that I should be doing things to protect, to make them easy. I fight the wars, and I want to end it now. And I want to end communism. I want to end drug problems, or at least reduce them to the barest minimum, so that the next generation will not have so many problems to solve. Tell me if it's wrong to be passionately defending your country against drugs, especially now that the drugs come in from the Bambo trial, the Bambo triad, and Senyelosa is also coming in with cocaine. There has never been there has always been a short of supply, but now there's an abundant, and it would only come from Mexico. And the triad countries there in somewhere in
China.
Well, it is not the policy of China. China also executes people. But we are not as rich as China. We don't have the most sophisticated gadgets. We cannot afford the high-priced drug, whatever it is, equipments that can tell you if drug is there or not.
At your age, what drives you? What motivates men that are older increasingly to go into politics at 70, at 80? Because politics, it's difficult. It's a fight. It takes a lot of energy every day. It's a daily war. What motivates you to get up in the morning?
I have not realized that. I have not taken it into account. But I do my work just the same as early as when I first entered politics in 1988. I was elected mayor of the city of Davao. Then for the succeeding years, I never lost an election until the presidency. So it started in 1988 as mayor, then as a congressman, then as a vice mayor to my daughter, to skip the prohibition of a successive fourth term. It's only good for 3. Then I asked my daughter to run as mayor. I ran for vice mayor. Then resumed my mayorship again until today. So I never realized, I never recounted the years that I was in politics. I was there just to work and work and work since 1988.
And aren't you getting tired?
Yes, a bit, I would say. Physically, there's always a diminution. In the many hours you can stay awake, and the number of days you're out in the field inspecting public works and visiting military camps and all, and going to the fronts, especially during the Marawi siege. I was there almost 10 times. I flew in there, stayed until midnight, and flew out. So those were the things that I said, maybe the stress added to the, when you say bone weary, when you are really weary of doing things. And I said, because aside from the fact that you have to stay late and you have to travel, and then there's the tremendous stress of flying where the bullets were whizzing around. And I got a hole in the helicopter, in one of the helicopters that I rode.
President, you've been, like always, very candid and straightforward.
Yeah.
One more time, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.